What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Wolves on Deck, episode 5. I'm Jackson Voles. I'm here with Michael Miller, and today, as always, we are joined by West Georgia pitching coach, Mr. Dom Murgo, and Mr. Lex Kenny. Lex, Dom, how are y'all's days going? Thank you.
Good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you on. Now, I want to start off with my first question for Lex. Obviously, you transferred from Georgia College, and your first season in D1 ball, 3 straight wins for you, man. Phenomenal start to the season. Wichita State, Jacksonville, and Stetson. What has it been like, I guess, the transition from Georgia College and, the 3 straight back-to-back wins?
It's been crazy. I mean, the competition and like just going to the different types of stadiums and seeing them, it's mind blowing. But the teams, I mean, the teams we've been playing, those are the teams you watch on TV, and that's kind of everybody's dream to go up and compete against them. So it's been a lot of fun.
We're starting to kind of get a little deeper into the season now. This question for you, Dom. I know it might change a little bit later, and you have more numbers to go off of. How much do you rely on analytics and more just kind of like as the season goes on, when you have more numbers to go off of compared to just kind of your gut feeling?
Oh, a ton. We do a ton of opponent scouting. So we use databases like Synergy, TrackMan, 643 Charts, True Media to really build a whole game plan. And we have pitchers meetings, scouting report meetings at the hotel on our road trip or in our locker room on the day before a game. And we go over every hitter, literally every hitter, give a game plan, pitch strategy, all that.
Now, Lex, this is another question for you. Obviously, you're a weekend guy, the continuous, I would say SB1, SB2 throughout the season so far, and a 2.57 ERA. Absolutely phenomenal. What would you say is your, I guess, maybe MLB comparison and continuous mindset heading into continuous ASUN conference play?
God, I mean, that's a good question.
Who's your player comp?
Player comp. I want to say Strider for the legs, but
It's a good one.
is it?
It's a good one.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Strider then. Yeah.
I was really hoping you were going to say a St. Louis Cardinals guy, but, I guess we're in the Atlanta area, got some Braves fans here, so, yeah, I think that's a great comp.
I'm going to stay here with you, Lex, for this one. So when you're facing a lineup and you get to that third time through, obviously, the first 2 times you get through, but that third time is really difficult for a pitcher. What are you kind of trying to do to mix up pitches that third time through? And also, you got guys getting on base, changing up your looks so you don't, you're not giving tails away.
Yeah, so definitely mixing up looks. I mean, the runners, they've kind of synced up to, there's a UCLA base running system, I guess. And you got to mix up holds, mix up breaths. They'll start syncing off of your deep breaths. Mixing up looks, of course. But around the third time, that's when you start throwing sequences that you've never really thrown yet. So you go back-to-back changeups or start with off speeds, just stuff like that.
Now, you look at takeaways. This is a question for you, Dom Murgo. You had a phenomenal way to open up ASUN conference play against, Jacksonville and Stetson. And now you're heading into a weekend versus a tough team in Queens. What takeaways have you taken from, I guess, including the midweeks here at Cole Field and implementing them into ASUN conference play?
So the biggest thing right now is we're pitching well in conference. Like overall, we're 4th in the conference in pitching stats. So we're throwing well. Do I want us to be 1 and 2? Absolutely. But there's always room to grow. So right now on the weekend, we're starting Maverick Torres. He's going out and giving us quality 5-6 innings. Out of the bullpen, you have Davis, you have Zane, you got Grant coming out. I'm trying to balance them to be able to use them more throughout the weekend. Lex on Saturday is going to give me 7. That's the goal always, 7 or 8. Hopefully we can go 8 with him. If the pitch count goes down. Like last week, threw 107 pitches. If he didn't have a 40-pitch inning, all right, didn't have a 40-pitch inning in the 4th, we'd probably go through 8. And Lex can do it. Lex is our best arm right now. And throughout the year, he's proven to be that guy. And I have all faith in him to go and give me 8 innings 4 times in the lineup. So first 2 weekends, we're coming out of it 3-3. Honestly, I feel like we could be 5-1. I really feel like there's 2 games that could have swayed. I think really Friday against Stetson and then game 3 against JU we should have had. And coming into Queens is a solid team. They had played a really, really tough schedule. So they played NC State, they played Notre Dame, they played a 4-game set at Georgia, they played South Carolina. So if you look online at their stats, they may not be great, but they're playing high level of competition. So you can't overlook this team. You have to go in like everybody else, just play hard.
I feel like that's a great mindset and a pitching plan that you've
Yeah.
preached on the continuous Wolves on decks. And the first episode we had you on out of pocket, especially heading deeper into ASUN conference play and heading into some tough teams like Tennessee later on in the season.
April 28th.
Yeah, and it's great to hear that.
And Dom, for you, obviously a big part of your job is keeping your guys mentally in a good spot throughout the season. But now, we're starting to get deeper in the year. And when some guys are struggling, they're starting to pile on bad start to bad start. I know that can be a lot more difficult mentally for them as it gets through the year. So how much harder is it for you to try and keep your guys in a good mental space when they have those struggles that kind of expound and keep going?
Biggest thing is the common goal. Common goal is the win. Bad start, good outing, bad outing. If we win, we're in good tides. We're smooth sailing. Okay. And everybody in the college level, we're all adults. And sometimes guys don't like to hear that about like, you didn't throw well, but we won. See, you can't act a certain way. And the guys that are able to deal with failure are the ones that end up coming back faster. If you can't deal with it, it's, you end up not playing as much because you end up not building yourself on the side because you're kind of sulking. So it's a real growth setting for guys, and it's dealt with it. We struggled. We had 11 straight losses. You deal with it, but a lot of guys showed their true colors and who got through that and who is still struggling in that kind of mindset.
Now, I want to kind of transition to this because you did mention on the very first time we had on Out of Pocket that you had a lot of guys coming from JUCO transitioning into D1 ball, getting their feet wet in a different space and higher competitiveness, like Lex Kenny mentioned. And I guess this is a question for both of you. Fundamental adjustments heading into obviously the latter half of the season, more ASUN conference play. I guess a question for you, Lex, is what fundamental adjustments have you made from the Georgia college level to a 3-1 record, a 2.57 ERA, and pitching very well, and continuing building up the relief pitchers like Josh Lanham has pitched very well.
Pitched well yesterday,
from what I've seen, and I guess different fundamental adjustments heading into the later half of the season.
Okay, I would first start out saying mental focus. Like you got to be locked in 24/7 throughout the whole year. Like there's no messing up. Every pitch, you can't, if you lose focus, could be a hit, could be a walk. Second thing I would say is preparation. I think we've prepared very well in the fall, which I took a step up from that at GCSU. But yeah, preparation's huge. Just game like, off the mound, even when it's not in a game. But just giving it your all every day. That's it.
Yeah, and Lex is enjoying the fruits of his labor because Lex is in the training room every day. Lex is getting treatment. Lex is staying healthy. Lex is lifting on his own time. Lex does every single thing. He checks every box all 6 other days besides start day. So that's really the biggest difference with the junior college to Division I or Division II to Division I, because I was a Division II player. And the attention to detail just gets elevated to Division I level because there's such a less room for error. That's the biggest thing. And I guess adjustments going forward with us, it's hitting the second half of the season. We're playing all the same teams in the ASUN because you play them twice, home and home. We have to have a different attack plan. So we have to really look at their weaknesses and kind of expose them in a different way than what we did already. Lex is a fastball changeup guy, throws a cutter. We spam the changeup. It's really good. But second time through, can't just spam the changeup. They're going to be on it. So we have to it's going to come down on my shoulders to make sure they're prepared.
I think that's exceptionally said, very well, especially when it comes to mental preparation and very little room for error at the Division I level here at West Georgia. Now, I want to throw in a fun question for you two because, Dom, you're a former West Georgia pitcher here, and you're a current West Georgia pitcher here. And I want to ask you this from the pitching side of standpoint. MLB opening day starts tonight, Giants versus Yankees. Who is your AL and NL Cy Young way too early predictions for the both of you?
You got it.
It's a very tough decision. Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the answer to that.
AL, I still say Garrett Crochet.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Crochet. And NL, like Paul Skeens is so dominant. He's so Scooble is
Got it
AL,
there.
but I think Crochet gets him this year. But
Really?
I do. I think he's have a good year. But Skeens definitely NL. He's dominant.
Yeah.
He is dominant.
Skeen, Scooble. Who else
Yeah.
can you throw in there? I like.
Who's a front runner? I'm trying to think.
Who's on the come up right now?
I mean, you have Max Fried. You have guys like Cole Reagans out there.
Yeah.
I'm not a free guy. Maybe because I'm a righty.
guy.
I'm not a free guy. Freed's a lefty. I'm not a lefty guy.
He left the
But-
Braves and it made me sad, but I'll always be a Freak fan.
I don't know, man. I'm blanking.
I know. It's just
I'm
nuts.
blanking on starting pitcher.
Didier Fuentes.
No,
but
Matthew
Hey.
Liberatore.
even
I think he's gonna be good.
Hunter Green still he needs to, if he's on Hunter
Mhm.
Green's on.
Yeah.
He's dominant.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's out till July.
Oh, I should
I mean,
forgot.
he's out.
Yeah, he
till
blew out,
July.
right? He blew
Yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We'll agree with Skeens. I mean, I feel like that's a universal.
Skeens in the NL.
Yeah, it's
In
a
AL.
universal pick.
So do a unanimous Skeens and Crochet
He's saying
Yeah.
or
Scooble.
Schoolball?
Yeah,
Skeens, Schoolball.
Yeah.
I feel like those are two phenomenal picks.
Or you talked about a minute ago. I am a big Max Fried guy just because my
Yeah.
Braves bias for
Yeah.
him. So yeah, obviously last year he had a really good year in New York
He
and just
did.
being more comfortable there. So I went Max Fried, just kind of be a little bit different. I kind of do think Crochet is going to kind of get
Yeah,
Gooball this year, and then Skeens in the NL. I think there's really nobody can really touch him. You said Logan Webb though, which was interesting.
Yeah, I said Logan Webb and Max Fried. So I'm not the guy to go with the easy picks in Skeens and Schoolball. I mean, I was maybe flirting with the idea of Brian Wu in the AL as
Oh,
well because he's
that's
there.
not a
That's
bad one,
mechanics.
Brian.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a good one.
I love it. Now, final question for the both of you guys. Obviously, a former D2 pitcher, but pitching coach here at West Georgia and a D1 pitcher. You know, you're looking at the younger kids who want to make it to the next level in collegiate ball. What's the best advice you give to them?
You got it.
That's a good question. I would say giving it your all every day and just enjoying it. Like you really, if you're not doing it to have fun, then there's no point. You got to enjoy it throughout your whole career, whether you're in high school, middle school, college. You got to enjoy it. It goes by quick, and you just got to give it your all. You got to work hard every day. It's not going to be easy. You got to eat right, train right, practice right.
Yeah, he said it. Have fun. Enjoy the game. Because anything you do while having fun, you're going to excel at. You're going to have fun doing it. You're going to do well. You're going to want to do it. You want to work out. You want to do it. You want to get better. That's the biggest thing. And really just taking the small steps. Like Rome isn't built in a day. You take one step every day, you're going to reach your goal.
I think it's very well said. 1-0 every day, one step
1-0
every day.
every day.
Number one,
It's the
the
biggest thing.
magic number, and just have fun with it because you never know when it's going to be the last time you're going to be out there.
Exactly.
But Dom Murgo, Lex Kenny, thank you so much for taking time out of
Thank
your
you,
day
guys.
to do this, and best of luck this week in Cleveland.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.